Hi, Scottish Mudlarking here with Nicole and Craig. We are just back from a couple of weeks away in Germany, and the first protocol is the beach, and we've come to Kirkcaldy. Now, before we get started, I just want to let everybody know that we still have some advent calendars on our KoFi shop, and also we've got a 50% sale off on our Etsy shop. Now, we can get going now. Let's do it. The sun is already setting, so this is our first find of the day, and it's an amazing piece of really chunky sea foam. You can really see the curvature here. So that was an old bottle, maybe it was a cod bottle. It's maybe a little bit too curved to become a pendant, but I'm gonna take it because it is the first find of the day, and I always think that brings luck. Now, is that a piece of pirate glass? What do you think? It looks a little bit like a rock. That is definitely a piece of pirate glass. You can maybe just see that there's a little shiny area here and a little bit of sunlight we have. Let's see if, I don't know if you can see the light shining through there, but I'm holding it right against the light and it's definitely a piece of pirate glass. So that's cool. We've got 2 finds already. Now I'm kind of hoping that we're going to find a couple of pieces of pottery. It's always really amazing pottery here. I'm going to put this pirate glass piece just here. Somebody else is going to find that maybe and take it home. And there's one piece of pottery right here, and there's nothing on it. Okay. Oh, I've just seen this little piece of brick here. That reminds me, we had a comment the other day and the question was, can you make something out of these brick pieces that you always find? Yep, you can. It's just like any other piece of pottery really. So you can take this home, clean it like you would with your other beach finds, and then you can top drill it and that could be a pendant. We tend not to pick these up. They just don't seem to be particularly popular. So we leave them here, and I know lots of people collect these little pieces because they make like pebble pictures. This is such a lovely smooth piece of pottery, but it's just white, and the glaze doesn't wear off. It's not like this would have had a pattern on it at some point. It's just maybe a plain part of a plate that was dropped here on the beach. Oh, I'm gonna take just a couple of seconds here. Oh, I missed this. Germany is really lovely. Obviously that's my home country as well. But Scotland, oh, it's just stolen my heart. And just being by the beach here, just listening to the waves, that's just amazing. Look, the waves are coming in. And sometimes, oh, there, maybe you can see that tiny treasure. Here we go. You just wait. The sea sometimes puts little treasures right in front of your feet, like this tiny piece of blue. That's actually really lovely. Always be an earring. Who knows? Maybe we find another piece. Actually, there's another piece. Very close to the water's edge here. Look, 2 pieces. Light blue, dark blue. They would actually look really nice together. Now I'm going to have to have my wits about me here. I don't want to get wet feet. I've not got my wellies on today. Oops.
Now, I've just left Nicole a wee bit further up the beach to do a bit of B-roll. Well, Nicole's not doing the B-roll, I'm doing the B-roll. And there I am, walking towards the sea, when I think I have found the best find of the day. Can you see it? Oh, that is stunning. Look at that. Now that, I'm going to show Nicole that, and Nicole can maybe tell you a wee bit more about it. All I can say at the moment is it's red glass. It looks like flash glass to me. I hope you can see. I'm not sure if you can. Maybe if I put it closer here. Yeah, there you go. Now you can see that on the bottom Not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it, folks. But on the bottom there, it's kind of clear glass, and on the side, it's kind of cranberry coloured. So it's kind of flash glass, I reckon. That is just awesome, though. Now I don't know exactly what Nicole's found so far, but I think that is possibly going to be the best find of the day. Now, maybe I'll get around to doing that B-roll at some point, but just before I do, here's another really kind of cool piece. Now, viewers of the channel may recognise this design. It's what Nicole calls the Grecian pattern. In fact, it's not what Nicole calls the Grecian pattern, it's what back in the old catalogues was referred to as the Grecian pattern. And that's this here. At least I think it's the Grecian pattern. Look at that. Really beautiful. But it is nothing next to that. That is such a good piece. Okay, I'll tell you what, I'm going to take just a little stroll along here and see if I can see anything else just before doing that B-roll. I'm only going to take 5 minutes to do this. I think it says that now, but if I find another piece of that amazing red glass, then I could be here for most of the afternoon. Now that looks like a bottleneck to me. It's really nicely frosted. It's a lovely green colour. So I think I'll take it along anyway, and I'll maybe use it to hide that red piece. So that Nicole gets a wee surprise when she finally sees it. Now, you can probably hear the sea just lapping away at the shore. Basically, right in front we've got the tide going out just now, and I'm just right in front of where the waves are breaking here. Now I stopped at this point because I've seen another nice wee bit. Can you see it? It's just above this, right there. Nice wee blue bit. It's quite wee, but you know, no blue bits left behind. Oops. No blue bits left behind. Got to find that one again. Now, there we go. I tell you, these gloves don't make it any easier. But it is a cold day, and we're approaching winter, I guess. I mean, it's kind of autumnal just now. And it's nice to have my gloves. I actually lost these gloves. There's a really tedious story for you folks. I'm going to grab this wee piece of pottery, maybe rather than telling you the tedious story about how I lost these gloves. Now, that, is it plastic? Is it glass? That's really the burning question with this, because if that's plastic, it's a very ordinary colour. If it's glass, it's quite extraordinary. I think from the look of it already, I'm pretty sure that's plastic. Hard to feel these things obviously when you're wearing gloves, but it seems to me that that's a wee bit of plastic that's better off the beach than on it. Now, not sure if I'm going to have a great deal of luck here. Nicole's a wee bit further up the beach in an area where there is quite a lot of this kind of scree, this mucky stuff, where we tend to find the glass. And I think what I'll do is I'll just take that couple of minutes now, I'll sit back, have a wee watch of the waves coming in, share that with you, and then I'll catch up with Nicole and see what she's found. Now my hope is that Nicole, well, my hope is actually that Nicole has found something better than that red bit, but if not, then that red bit will be a lovely wee treat.
Okay, so I've actually come up a little bit further above the tide line, and I'm just going to show you as a point of reference. Now, I was just over there a minute ago, and I was looking just down there, and you see the finds look relatively small, and you can see the sea coal. Now here on this stretch, this is the top of the tide line, and this is where the tides sort of crash. Now it's nearly full moon, so that usually means that the tides are really high, and you can see there's lots of shells here and lots of really big finds as well. Now I'm going to start with this small find, this small green piece here, and I want to make Craig's joke, but it's Craig's joke. If you've watched the channel, you know what that's going to be. So what else have we got here? We've got some kiln furniture here. There's kiln furniture here. This looks like it's the bottom of a Victorian dripping jar. Lots of chunky pieces here. Look, yeah, that's one of these teapot bottoms that I mentioned earlier. It's a little bit broken, so we're not going to take that one. But we're going to have a look around here and see what we can see. Because there's just so much here, and it really gives you an insight that this place was once pretty much like a dump, but a beach dump. There we go, another cool piece to display some marbles. See, just perfect, like a little tiny trinket dish, ready for trinkets. Oh wow, okay, now that's really cool. Can you see it? It's just there. Now, as I mentioned, there's lots of big finds here, and this looks like it's probably fairly recently broken. Now I've actually just spotted something just beyond that, but we'll come to that in a minute. Now let's have a look at this. Wow, we really don't find these very large pieces here very often, so I think this must have been buried here. There's a bit of a number just down here, a 3. So okay, so is it a part of Victorian very large beer bottle, like a flagon, or is it from a bed warmer? Now that's my question to you. What do you think? Is it a bed warmer, or is it a Victorian flagon? And that's really promising. I wonder if there's other pieces of this around here. I'm going to leave that here. I don't think there's a chance somebody's going to take it away from me. Ah, I've just spotted that piece there. And that is like the most amazing piece of spongeware. That is a really lovely piece, and it's got yellow stripes on it and a bit of red here. So these were kind of hand painted, and then the sponge part here, it was put on a sponge. That's just in the front and the bottom there. And I mentioned earlier that we've got our advent calendar still, and there's a piece of spongeware in every advent calendar. Now this piece is going to become a pendant, but if you are looking for lovely spongeware and transferware and amazing finds from the Scottish coast and bottle dumps, then go check out our advent calendars on KoFi. There are lots of pictures there with every item that's in there, and every calendar is unique, of course. This is like okay, so this is definitely a flagon, and you can see there's a little thread in there. So this probably had a vulcanite stopper in it as well. And usually we find lots of bottles that have vulcanite stoppers in it in their glass, but this one is a lovely glazed bottle, so that's cool. I don't think that was part of that other piece that we just found, that flagon, but look at that. The cutest little piece of pottery with a tiny flower on it. Now if you hold this against there, you can really see the difference between sort of spongeware and transferware, although this almost looks like somebody's just sort of hand painted that. I want to say with a Sharpie. It does look a little bit like you could do that yourself. I'm going to take both of these pieces. This is my favourite piece for the day, I think. At least so far it is. Who knows? There might be other pieces here.
Now, just a wee minute ago, you'll have seen me find a wee bit of blue. Oh, sadly, I lost that bit of blue. It's these gloves. It's these gloves. You can't hang on to anything with them. Anyway, luckily enough, I just found a wee replacement bit. So, oops, throw that away and all. Now, there we go. It's a lovely wee bit of blue. Tiny, but it'll do. And as I said before about the other bit of blue, no blue left behind. And that discludes the bits that I drop because I can't keep a hold of things with my gloves on. There's a nice wee bit of pottery. I'll grab that as well. But where I was heading was right towards these birds. There's a bunch of seagulls there, and Scottish seabirds, aka crows. Crows seem to hang around at the beach. I don't know if they hang around at beaches elsewhere in the world. I'm guessing, you know, because they hang around at the beach here, they probably do. If you've seen a lot of crows at your beach, please do let us know in the comments. Oh, hang on. Can you see it? It kind of makes up a wee bit for the blue that I lost. Not the one that I just found to replace it, but now we've got two wee replacement blue bits. That's cool. So, still not the best piece I've found today. And I'm still to catch up with Nicole and let her see what that is. But I've gotten myself slightly sidetracked. After having found that second piece of blue, I'm now looking around this wee pile of scree instead of pursuing the seabirds and addressing the question, is a crow a seabird if you find it at the sea? I'm not so sure. That, I don't know if that is too big or if that is perfect. Only Nicole will know. So, I'll take it along and ask. Now, lots more scree here. And I hope you can see the diversity of seabirds that we have here. We've got young and old seagulls. And in addition to that, we have a bunch of crows. Now, normally I would hope that these birds would all take flight and give us a dramatic set scene against the sky there, but I don't like to scare off crows because they have incredible memories, and they can remember the faces of people who've been nice to them and people who've been mean. So you can actually make friends with a crow. And I hear that one of the best ways to do that is to give them ham. Now, I don't have any ham. I only have this piece of pottery and the sea glass that I've found so far. So, I think I'll be leaving these birdies alone for the minute and instead see if I can find some more wee treasures.
Huge pieces of seafoam. This looks like it might have been actually a window pane. It's very straight. Back there is a bottom. It's a bottle bottom. Look, square bottle bottom. Now, what could it have been in its former life? We always get lots of questions on Instagram and on Facebook as well, and we get photos sent with finds and the question, what is this? Now this, I think, this was probably a sauce bottle in its former life. You know, one of these, what's now would be steak sauce, and that would have been A1 sauce or Goodall's and relish, all those kinds of things. Yeah, I think I'll take that along. There's a wee duck somewhere. Is he after my finds? Now let's see. Oh, there's a couple of pieces of pottery here. That's quite striking. Let's see, there's this piece here, lovely brown piece of spongeware. It's looks like the glaze here is a bit chipped on the top there, but it would still make like a lovely earring, for example. Then we've got this piece here, Another wee piece of spongeware, and another piece here. Now this one's got a bit more, it says to me craft, or I want to be a mosaic. Yeah, let's see if there's other pieces here. Oh my goodness. Oh, I hope you can see that. Now, years and years ago, maybe about 8 years ago, I think this is probably the first time when Craig and I came here to Kirkcaldy, and we were able to find back then lots of pieces like this. This is electric turquoise. Oh, look, this is giant. This is a massive piece. Well, now these pieces are really, really rare. You can virtually not find them anymore. Back then you would find at least 1 or 2 pieces every time you came here, but you know, with every resource it dwindles. Glass is probably going to dwindle, but this is a stunning piece. This is really amazing. I mean, it glows. It's really thick as well. I wonder what this might have been in its former life. I'm going to hold it up to the light. I know I don't have much light today, and maybe this isn't helping the colour, so I'll hold it against the light. Hold it against the light here. Let's see if you can see it. I'm also going to hold it against the sea, because that's where it came from. And maybe the light is better there. I think the light's probably better there, amongst all the slightly grey clouds. Wow! Oh, look at that! I'm speechless. I mean, I know I don't sound speechless, but I am. That's really stunning. What do you think? Is it too big for a pendant? I think it probably is. Might just find its way into our Etsy shop just like this. It's a great display piece. And there's a tire. I'm not taking the tire though. So wow, what a great start to the day, I want to say. We've been here quite a while. Starting to get a wee bit cold now. That piece, I don't think I'm going to stop talking about that turquoise piece now for days and days at a time. Now there's a bit of a seafoam piece. It's not as stunning as that turquoise piece. I don't think anything's going to be as stunning as that turquoise piece. But of course, that's a kind of once in a lifetime find. Oh, and here's something that I really like. Now, I really love these pyramids anyway. This one, you can maybe see, maybe it looks a little bit like it's dirty, but it's not what it is. It's actually a little bit of glaze that's dripped down on it in the kiln. So it's slightly blue, and it really brings out the tiny, tiny ridges here that are around all the edges here.
We'll have a wee look at this. It's the edge of what I'm guessing was some kind of flagon or pot or something like that. But it's quite cool. You can see the marks there, which show it's kind of handmade. It's quite beautiful actually. You know, in its own way, simple piece of pottery like this, but just really lovely things made by the hands of a craftsman, or I should say a craftsperson. Now, well, that's me. I finally caught up with Nicole, and I have a couple, as you have already seen. Now we're going to have to move around a wee bit because we've got the sun right behind Nicole's head.
Oh, okay.
So maybe if we can face the water, and you'll have just seen the high rises flash past behind us there. Now, I've got a couple of really cool bits, but first of all I'm going to show you that bit, because I know I know you like your pottery.
All right.
What do you make of that bit?
Well, that's actually really nice. You know, it looks a little bit like the German salt glaze pottery that we can get.
It's not thick enough.
No, and that would usually be kind of white glazed, but it does have that blue. So this is a really rare piece. I don't think we found something like this before.
Right. Oh, well, that's very cool.
Yeah.
Now, have you found anything cool that you want to share with me right at the moment?
Yeah, well, I found something really, really cool, but I'll show you that later. And 2 other pieces that are also very cool,
now,
and they're right in my hand.
I'm going to place a bet here before you go on.
Okay.
I'm going to bet that I've found the best piece of the day.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know.
Let's have a wee look at this then.
Okay, yeah, so these 2 pieces, This one is from a local ginger beer bottle. I think it's JM Todd, and this would have been a Seafield Tower. And then I found...
Would that be an image of the tower itself? We can just maybe see the tops of that, do you think? Or is that a factory building?
No, I think it's Seafield Tower, or yeah, down Seafield Castle. I'm
Nicole's
not sure.
pointing off behind us because there is a tower, an
Yes.
old tower house down there, which is known as Seafield Tower, surprisingly enough.
So I think that's what they had on their label. And then I found this amazing piece of purple spongeware pottery. I'm really excited about that because purple is just such a rare colour, and it's just perfectly smooth, and it's the perfect size for a pendant. So yeah, I'm happy with that. So
okay,
what have you found?
Now, if you can pocket those, and yeah, Nicole's got her hands out here, so I'm going to show what we've got. Now, there's one piece there. Did you see it?
No.
Did you see the special piece?
I don't.
Okay, you have a look at that, and I'm going to drop the special piece on your hand in just a second.
Okay, right.
Okay?
Yeah. Oh, that is lovely, and it's so smooth.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Pink.
Now that is that piece of, I'm not sure if it's cranberry glass or what exactly we'll call it, but it's red, pink, beautiful. As you can see, it's flash glass.
Yeah.
You can see that. I think you can see it here as well. I managed to get a decent image of that earlier.
Oh, that's absolutely stunning. And pink is such a rare colour. And usually we find pieces and sometimes they can have like a little bit missing, but that one is super smooth.
Now, sorry, I've left a couple of bits. Now that I think is plastic.
Oh yeah,
but I
yeah,
found
yeah.
another wee bit of blue. Now I found those two bits of blue after I dropped another piece of blue, so they're kind of replacement pieces. But you know, we got double the amount back, so 100% profit. I'm okay with that. Yeah,
yeah. I think we're getting to that time of year where it's getting cold. It's really, really cold, but that also means really, really good finds.
Yeah, this is really cool actually. Now I know there has been a really high tide here over the last wee while because there's sand all over the pavement leading up to the beach.
I know, there's some really, really cool finds, and yeah, I've got one in my pocket, and that's like the most amazing thing.
You're keeping that hidden?
Okay, I'll show you.
I think we should. We're doing the show and tell here.
Okay.
It's a show and tell, folks. Nicole's withholding. Withholding finds.
Yeah, it's a really big find, and it's in my pocket
somewhere. See
somewhere.
if we can see in Nicole's pocket there. The pocket.
Oh, it's dark in there
No,
now.
it's a wee bit dark in the pocket. We can't quite see that.
Oh, well, I've not lost it now.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna show you the ground. No, Nicole's found it now. She found it.
Got it. Okay. Close your eyes.
Okay.
You can open them now.
Oh right, that's very cool. Let's have a wee peek at that.
Yeah.
Now that has writing on it.
Oh, it does. I can see that from here now. I didn't see that before.
I wonder if you can see that. Now I don't know if you can see the design against that.
Oh yes.
What does that say? It says C-A-L.
Oh, Kirkcaldy.
Oh yeah. It's actually embossed.
Oh right, is it etched maybe?
I don't know what this says there. Can you see that?
No.
It looks like it's signed.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it looks like there's some
really
sort of symbol there. It might have been like a water siphon or... Oh, I did not see that. I had something on it. I was just so excited about the size of it.
That's a very cool piece. Now, I don't think it's going to be an earring. What do you reckon you're going to make of that?
Well, it could be.
Could be a wee bit of dangerous earring. You wouldn't want to turn your head now.
Could it be a very large pendant now that it's got that writing on it? I don't know. It could be a very large pendant. I don't know. It might just be a collector's piece and end up in our Etsy shop, but it's a really, really amazing piece. We just don't find that colour anymore.
No, we really don't. That's very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you reckon? Give it another 5 minutes and then head back to the car?
Yeah. Let's do that. Let's do the 5 minutes together.
Let's do that then. Now we're just heading back off to the car, and I thought I'd take Nicole along to have a wee examination of my star find. Now,
I think I can see it.
You can see it. Maybe you can see it. It's maybe just coming into shot just now. Now I passed this earlier on and I chose not to put it in my pocket to bring along with me because, as you can see, it's quite big, but nonetheless, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Star find.
Yeah, it's been here a while.
Yeah, now some people might say, oh come on, it's a shopping trolley, it's just been ditched there, but this has lived in the sea. This is a being of the sea. You can even see, if you get close in, it comes with so many wee gifts.
Oh, yeah.
There's a bit of sea glass in there.
There's pottery.
There's pottery in there. You see the sea glass? Yeah, you've got sea glass there. There's some pottery there. Oh, actually, that bit of pottery looks really nice. Do you want to give that a wee knock on the other side and see if we can chip it
I
out?
kind of don't. But
Oh, really? Oh, maybe not.
is it
actually.
this piece?
Yeah.
Oh no,
I think that's a piece of amazing spongeware.
Yeah, it is, but it's wedged in.
Okay, it'll have to go back to the sea, or preferably, if somebody can come along and collect this.
No,
We're
I want
at Kirkcaldy Beach, folks. So if you, Nicole's desperate to bring that bit home, but I think you can all agree. Star finds.
Ta-da! Now what an amazing time we had back here in Scotland. Now I think that pink bit probably wasn't the find of the day. I think it was this really, really stunning turquoise bit. Please let us know in the comment, what's your favourite bit? The pink bit or the turquoise bit? Now, before we say thank you, I'm going to say we have advent calendars on our KoFi shop. And remember, we also have a sale on and it's 50% off on Etsy. Now, thank you so much for watching, liking and commenting. If you haven't subscribed yet, please take a minute to subscribe. An extra special thanks goes out to everybody who's been supporting the channel through Etsy and to your KoFi donations. That makes a massive difference and it keeps the lights on. See you next week!